taken by madness.
Is there anyone alive up there? Can anyone hear me?
No. Evening, humanoids. It's now time for another episode of Taken by Madness. I'm your host with the mostest, Twinkie-filled dildos madness. Today, we're gonna go take a little adventure into a mind of a serial killer. Confessions of a Serial Killer, directed by Mark Blair. Came out in 1987. Synopsis. A Texas man begins confessing to the brutal murder of over 200 women. He recounts his random selection of victims and his traveling companions, his friend and friend's sister, but the police can't be sure whether to believe him or not until he locates a body and shows them some Polaroids based on the true story of Henry Lee Lucas. Before we start, it's nude outside. We all hate that fucking shit, don't we? Because I do. Fucking snow. Piece of crap. Hell didn't bring it to me. Even though they say hell's not hot. But it is, my friends. It sure is a little cozy in there. Another thing. I'll let that fucker do it. That guy, you might know him. I think I named Brett. He's going to be updating how the podcast looks over time. Maybe not this time, but next. So it looks better, smoother, spectacular. But it's all for me. He's a bitch. So I'm not letting him get on anymore. Now, the cover you see on here, yeah, it's just a just cover art. You don't actually see him like Hannibal Lecter style, which I'm almost sad. Even though I think they might have cut some footage from this movie, because it ends in a weird way, but that wasn't my call. But I still like it. The cast. I don't know any of these guys, but maybe you guys do. Robert A. Burns. In the movie, Daniel Ray Hawkins. Dennis Hill. Moon Luton. Berkeley Grant. Sheriff Will Gaines. Sidney Brammer. Molly Luton, aka Moon's sister. There's a long cast to this. Not really, but those are the main ones, anyways. Now, the rating on this only got a 3.2. It's fine. I mean, average. What did I think I gave it a 4 out of 5. And there's also some collector's edition contests. Contests. Fucking got that Brett brain going on. I'm just gonna list it off because I didn't watch any of them. And maybe I'll come back to the full length documentary on Robert A. Burns and actor Rondo Ita. Who is he in? I'm not gonna go through the whole movie. However, I'm not even gonna spoil it, but let's get into it. So this movie tells a story about a serial killer's confession, apparently. Obviously. He shares a story of trying to get rid of hitchhikers with investigators. At first, he wouldn't talk the way the other cops were treating him inside the investigator's room. And then good old Will Gaines comes in and he treats him nice. And then he agrees to talk to him. Before that, though, the first scene is when he's driving. What's his name? Daniel's driving down the highway and sees a broken down car from a girl. Doesn't ask any questions except, need help with that? And she agrees, and he looks at the engine and gets it running, but then I don't know anything about cars. I'm dead, so turns off the engine. He says, I could drop you off somewhere. Or, little did he know, her neck was gonna get a little bite on it. You know what I mean? Little slicer, dicer, killed. Can't remember what did with the body because I watched this about a week ago. And I can't remember half of it, to be honest with you. But it was nothing memorable. I mean, kind of was, but not really. I don't remember how he met Moon at all, but that's beside the point. Also, this movie kind of reminds me of two different movies. One would be Psycho. The other one would be not Grease the Strangler. That's not one. The Golden Glove, where you get to see some kills, but some kills you have to just like use your imagination for. It doesn't show you all of it on screen. Which there is a scene that on there where he kidnap oh or he gets a new car and he ties a girl up and they don't get to see that part either, but she's tied up, put it in the trunk, and then he carries her out, or Moon carries her out, and Daniel's there with a chainsaw, and what's his name? Doctor. Oh, Dr. Earl, his daughter, I don't know who the daughter is, but the daughter hears some noises and you get to hear the chainsaw, revving up and down. Can only imagine what's going, it's happening. Like she's getting dismembered or something. It's a joke. It's not a joke. It's fun. You see a girl thrown out of the car into a ditch. But you don't know what happened, but you can only imagine he raped and murdered her. If you know it. Other than that, it goes in and out of the police investigating him, finding out what victims he killed, and they don't show off 200 of them, and they're not all white either. In fact, majority is, but there's a lot of guys too, actually. But it's kind of like a documentary, but not really. If you catch my drift, like they interview him about the killing, and then he's like, "Oh, I remember this one time, there was one girl," and it goes through a whole skit and all that shit that Moon and Daniel goes to, and such as gas station scene where, first off, they don't have a house or anywhere to live. It's like they just sleep in the fields and shit, and they were grabbing they're grabbing food and gas and stuff because they don't have any money. And Moon just takes out a revolver, I think that's what it is, and he shoots Clark. Daniel sees that. There's a witness there. Goes over there, shoots him. Like that. That's the scene, that one with the porno movies, I think. I don't know if the, I'm guessing that was kind of a brutal scene. And then they meet, what is her name again? Not sure. Uh, Molly Luton. I think she was on a bus station going over to Texas. She saved up on her job, which she worked at a shop massage parlor, aka Moons. I almost said Moods. Moons. Uh, calls it a whorehouse. uh, but there's some stabbing, there's some throat cutting and stuff like that, which we all love. We all love, huh? Excuse me while I adjust my face. Uh, yeah, what else happens? Daniel's a pretty handy man, actually. Uh, Such as Henry Lucas was. Yeah, so I don't know much about Henry Lucas other than was a portrait of killer or something like that. Henry, portrait of killer. I kind of saw that movie. It's something like that. Anyways, that's beside. I think that one has more visual brutalness to it. But this one does just fine. Oh, did I forget about? I forgot to share the content. Uh, Commentary with director Mark Blair or Sean Wire, whichever you want to call him. Director of photography Leighton Blaylock and star Sydney Brammer. The Henry Lee Lucas story by author and TV news correspondent James Moore. This is Rondo and Bob Full Night documentary on Robert A. Burns and actor Rondo Hayton. Polaroid Gallery, Promotional Gallery, and Trailer. I read it straight from the back. Fucking watching it. Watching it. That was loud. Oh yeah. Almost forgot to mention. I don't know if they're on YouTube. I think YouTube and Spotify. Oh, WTF. Are you watching podcasts? I was a guest on there with Chris. I can't remember his wife or girlfriend's name, but sorry in advance. I was honored to be there. And Psychonaut, along with Bones and his wife Rana. Listen to that one. That's out right now. That was a good show. I didn't say much, but sometimes little is best served. Now, this movie just goes scene by scene of some of his victims. Towards the end, it gets nutty. Nutty. But I don't like how it ended. I'm not going to share the ending, but pretty sure they probably could have left that part out. Unless there's an extended version or something. Or maybe they just couldn't. Um, they just couldn't, like, do anything with that footage or something. I'm curious. As always, I use subtitles because I don't know. I know why. I said so. Shout out to What the Fuck Are You Watching podcast. Love you. Next week, next time. I don't know. Actually, I don't know when we're gonna do it, but there might be a special event coming soon. The next movie is going to be Combat Shock. Anyways, back to the movie. Now, I just got couple warnings, and yeah, I don't know if how the guy serial killer. I don't know how the serial killer actually was, but this guy kind of seemed kind of normal, a little too normal, if you know what I mean. I think he could have acted a little more psycho, but then again, not all killers are like that. They could be you. They could be me. They could be anybody. That's what's scary about them. Though you don't see them anymore because fucking stupid ass. I'm kidding. Am I? But technology has come a long ways. Now you don't see that. Now you just see people getting bottled up and going to places, and you know, I'm not going to spill the rest, but that's how it goes. If kids get built up, go to school with the mindset to kill, and they do it. That's just the way it is. I can't help it. You can't help it. You want to know how I got these scars? You don't. Hmm. Anyways, that's it for this one. I I thought yeah, the acting was good, but I don't know how he actually was. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you poop your pants when you're sleeping. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you see my face in your nightmares. Toodles, freaks, and so are you.